of Grace with me, Joyce Mboy. Thank you again. We have another video today, very educative videos that I post, especially on careers, especially on psychological counseling or issues that are affecting you and may hinder your career progression. But today I want to talk about Bachelor of Arts in Religious Studies. Bachelor of Arts in Religious Studies. There are so many students when they are called to do Bachelor of Arts in Religious Studies, they even come to the office and they say, what will I become? If I do Bachelor of Arts in Religious Studies, what will I become? And they really become so frustrated. They look like they have no hope and so on. But I want to say that Bachelor of Arts in Religious Studies is another Bachelors of Arts. We have different bachelors of arts. We have religious studies. We have others. We have geography and Kiswahili, and we have so many others. So this one is just one of them, Bachelor of Arts in Religious Studies. And of course, Bachelor of Arts in Religious Studies, just like the word suggests, it is more of religious studies or talking about religious studies, and therefore we can look at it from that particular angle. Now, there are some skills that someone needs to have. There are some skills that someone needs to have to be able to do this Bachelor of Arts in Religious Studies, or as they are doing Bachelor of Arts in Religious Studies, they need to acquire a number of skills. One of them is real interest in religious studies. Real interest in religious studies. They also need to have compassion. They also need to have empathy. They also need to be open-minded. They need to be tolerant. They need to have ability to discuss complex issues of life, because there are many complex issues of life that affect people and actually hinder their progress because of that. They also need to have ability to respect the views of other people, because this field of study, it acknowledges mysteries, it acknowledges supernatural and also transcendent views. So religious studies people, they look at things that cannot be explained in the natural setting, cannot be explained, or they are not incomprehensible, or they cannot actually, you cannot basically be able to explain them well. So specialists in religious studies, they have to give context to some of these issues that face people, some of these challenges that people have, some of these questions that people have, questions like the meaning of life, questions like when we die, where do we go? There are very many questions that people have. So people that have done religious studies are able to come in and fit into this gap and be able to give people some kind of answers that they can be able to hold on to. Now, where do these people work? Because that's the question that has been asked over and over again. Some of them say, I have been called to do religious studies, and me, I don't want to be a pastor, I don't want to be a priest. It's not a must for you, if you do religious studies, to be a pastor or to be a priest. You can work in the churches. There are very many churches that need administrators, very many churches. I'll mention some of them. You can work in religious organizations like NCCK. You can work in NCCK. You can work in World Council of Churches. You can work in colleges or theological colleges. You can work there as an administrator, not really as a pastor. You can also work as a counselor in hospitals, in schools. You can work as a lecturer. You can work as a non-governmental organization. So there are very many areas that you who has done Bachelor of Arts in Religious Studies that can be able to work. We have a number of churches that employ a large number of our students, like the Anglican Church employs a large number of our students that have done Bachelor of Arts in Religious Studies. We also have Presbyterian Church of Kenya. Also, they employ a number of people. We have the Catholic Church, also employs a number of people. We have Methodist Church, employs people. We have African Inland Church, employ people. So there are many churches that employ people that have done Bachelor of Arts in Religious Studies, and they work there as administrators. They take care of there are many things that can be taken care of in churches. So they work there. However, you can work as an administrative, of course, an administrator in these churches. You can also do pastoral care Why not? You can also do pastoral care. You can also be a religious teacher. You can also be a chaplain. You can become a chaplain. You can become a spiritual counselor. Spiritual counselor are those people that counsel people using religious beliefs and religious faith. Then you can also become a child welfare officer. You can take care of children. You can take care of community affairs as a specialist of community affairs. Also, conflict resolution specialist. Conflict resolution specialist, you can even add it up with mediation or mediators. This is a profession currently that you don't need to go to court. You can see a mediator if you have an issue, if you have a conflict with your neighbor, you have a conflict with a family member, you can look for mediators and they can be able to help you. So you can also become a mediator by doing that special training of mediation, combine it with Bachelor of Arts in Religious Studies, and there you are. You can be able to do that. You can also become a missionary. You can, of course, become a priest and a pastor, just the way you keep on asking, will I become a pastor? Will I become a priest? Of course, why not? You can also become a priest or a pastor. So thank you very much. Continue to watch our programs. If this is your first time to be here, kindly subscribe, kindly like, kindly comment, so that these videos can also be availed to other people that also would want to learn with us. Otherwise, I thank God for you. God bless you. Until next time.